If you bring old stuff into new relationships, take a walk with me. Here's something I want you to consider. What has your history of dating looked like? Are there any patterns that you can easily identify? And if not, grab a piece of paper and start writing down how your relationship started and how they ended. You might find yourself saying something like they were all avoidance, or they were all narcissists, or they had something in common between all of them. They were workaholics, or they didn't communicate well. And if you follow the thought spiral, it'll take you down to if they wanted to, they would. If you loved me, you'd make time for me, says the person who's dating or married to a first responder who got forced into overtime. And when your partner is low on the seniority list, there's definitely a season of that. It's 10:45, they were supposed to get off at 11, and you get a text message saying, "Hey, got to work late." And you took the time to make a late light dinner so that you guys could have some time together and connect. And that can feel disappointing and upsetting. You always have to work late. You're always working overtime. And sometimes that overtime gets put out there and they take it because it's a good opportunity to do so. It's Tuesday. They know you don't have plans, so why not? And that can lead us to feeling rejected and alone. And a lot of this comes down to how we communicate, but also what we communicate. And if we're not careful, a bid for connection can make the other person defensive. I took the overtime for us so that we could pay down on our student loans. It was a good opportunity to stash away some extra money because we've been trying to have a baby. If you're on the receiving end of this, slow your roll, don't get defensive, control your anxiety. What you're currently experiencing might feel similar to past relationships, but this is not your past relationships. This is also a great place to open up your journal or notebook and start writing on what you're feeling, what you're going through, what you're experiencing right now. What are three things that you admire and have gratitude for in relation to your partner? And in that deep rooted desire for connection, is there another way to communicate our needs, wants, and desires? And the same thing goes for the first responder. Your current relationship is not your old relationship. And remember, this video is about relationships that are otherwise healthy, loving, and kind. If there's other stuff going on that you know you already don't like, pay attention to that. We're not here to make excuses for bad behavior, just improve communication.